Well, a new report saying Apple may unveil its new iPad Pro at its product event next week in San Francisco. The screen will be well over 12 inches, which is some critics wondering if they're going overboard. Our tech panel's here. We've got After the Bell host David Asman, Wall Street Journal columnist Veronica Dagher, and Laptop Magazine editor-in-chief Mark Spoonauer. With our limitless resources, guys, we did a mock-up. The fantastic team at Risk and Reward did a mock-up of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro
here, let's
compared to the most
size.
latest version that's already on the market. I think it's large. This will not fit in my pocketbook.
Well,
I'm not going for it.
I think what Apple is battling is sort of this tablet ennui, right? Because so many people have a big smartphone now. So one way that tablets can stand out is with a bigger screen. And I think in a way what they're trying to do is go up against the Surface Pro, right? So a lot of people are looking towards tablets to be a productivity device. So down the road, could your tablet replace your laptop? That's maybe what Apple is thinking with this.
Because you said to me in the break, this is the same size as the Apple MacBook.
Yeah, as the MacBook Air, right, at about 13 inches. And there could be a pen that's on the way, even though Steve Jobs himself said that if you include a stylus, you failed. So they're going to have to explain that if that actually pops up. So I think they're going to try to go after the business market. That's why they have that partnership with IBM.
Now, my wonderful colleague, David Asman, I mean, the print on this is going to be huge.
I think it's a disaster. I really think it's a disaster. I think this is going to be a big failure for Apple. And you know, we saw Apple stock down a little bit today. I don't know where it ended the day, but it was down earlier. But the fact is, you know, why I have an Apple Air, and I love it. It's terrific. It does a lot more. Why not just get that instead of getting this? You pay a little more money, but you have more ability. You can do more with it, and it's exactly the same size as this. I just don't see the point. By the way, I should let everybody know that I have an Amazon Kindle in addition to my MacBook Air. So, and the Kindle does everything that this does, that the Pad does, at half the cost of the Pad. So I have a Kindle and a Mac Air, and I'm happy. I don't think this will sell.
All right, okay, let's talk about this Tesla Model X. Set you back $140,000, Veronica.
Super affordable, right? You know,
I mean,
who can afford that? You know, there's obviously going to be the niche market, you know, people on the coast who can afford that, who make the big money. But the average American who owns this type of car, not this exact model, is not going to have this money in their budget.
Even Elon Musk was out tweeting, defending the price of this. And I know you told me earlier in the day, David, there are a lot of other, I don't know if you were talking about cars or other things that you would spend $140,000
There is a Maserati. It's called the Quattroporte, which means 4 doors. A Maserati. I don't know if we got a picture of the Maserati.
But it's an electric
car? No. It's a regular old car. It's a $109,000 car.
Listen,
so you could spend $30,000 less. It's the one in the middle. And I've looked inside this baby. This is the car for $30,000 less than the Tesla. You can get, in my opinion, a much better car.
You're showing the Mercedes. What is that, G3? Can't see. Is that your choice for 100?
I sort of wonder about the wing doors, too. Like, what happens when you go to the mall? Or at that price, does someone just drive it around?
But that was a DeLorean. It's a rip-off on the Back to the Future DeLorean, right?
Yeah, but they have the Model 3 coming out, which will be around $35,000. But that's going to be, they announced that today, it's going to be 2 years away. So I think that's why the stock is a little bit shaky right now.
Right.
Question about the Model 3. I mean, you think that's going to be the everyman's car? Is that the mass market appeal thing that Elon Musk needs desperately right now?
I think that's what they're trying for. They're trying for that sort of soccer mom base. Will they get it? I don't think they will at this price point. I don't think you can have broad appeal when the average person is saved maybe $58,000 for retirement. You know, those estimates vary, but if you're only saving that much for retirement, you don't have $140,000 sitting around to buy a car.
Middle-class electric cars are not selling. Chevy Volt didn't sell. What was the Leaf? Was it Nissan Leaf? That didn't sell. Middle class wants, when gas is less than $3 a gallon, people are going to buy a gas car.
That's going to be a big problem. Hey, let's talk about one more topic, and that's Amazon expanding its Dash button program, adding brands like Hefty, Ziploc to its line. Amazon's Dash buttons are basically small Wi-Fi connected hardware devices that let you order products from Amazon with just a tap. But with buttons everywhere, is that just going to cause a lot of clutter? And, you know, I got a 6-year-old. She's already ordered stuff on Amazon. Like, she actually knows how to put stuff in the search bar. So if they're going to make it even easier, my pocketbook is going to be basically.
I don't need a 6-year-old. I make the mistake all the time when it's just those one button things. I'm always regret. Oh, what have I done? I push it. I always like those chances.
Up at your doorstep.
No, I love the chances to do it over. Check the order, folks, before you push the button, and they give you 2 or 3 times. I would rather be sure that I'm not buying something I don't want than get an instant.
Why is Amazon doing this in the first place? Why are they expanding this?
It's all about easier access to products, especially for Prime members. And I mean, the good news is that this thing pings your phone, so you have a half hour to back out. And you can only order one thing per day. So if your kids get a hold of it, they can only press that button once. But do I need something for Orbit gum? I mean, no, seriously, that's one of the partners.
That's a good
question.
Right?
So, I don't know. What I do like that they're doing separately from this is the Amazon Echo, that smart speaker. The idea that you can just sort of shout things and add it to your list, because how many buttons are you going to put around your house?
Well, I'll tell you, Amazon surprised us all, right? We were on the air when Amazon reported its latest quarter, and it was a profit for the first time. Nobody can believe it. So, I mean, they're on the right track for
They're on the right track, seemingly. They need to innovate, which is what they're doing. They're burning through a lot of cash still. A product like this, though, to your point, the moms have so much in their house already. Most moms want to declutter. A little device like this, you don't need another thing just to clutter up your fridge or where have you. So we'll see. I think there's a limited appeal for this, but it is great exposure for these brands.
And marketing for Amazon.
Exactly.
Right? So you're like, oh, should I go to the store or should I just press the button?
Right.
It's the impulse buy.
All right, so guys, stick around because we're going to talk about Star Wars coming up.
Yeah.
And it is Force Friday, so we're keeping